I'm back with a brand new invention. It's the same invention, nothing has changed. You know what this is. Hello, it's me, and it's like 90 degrees in my apartment. So what we're doing today is we are diving into a 5 seconds of summer Tumblr blog. 17, name, she, her, Northwest, tree emoji. Callum Hood is my Maori prince, crown emoji. Picture of Callum Hood with a crown on. I don't know why the title is no tongue with butt. I don't know what that means. All right. I was sent multiple posts in particular from this blog, which was run by a friend of mine when they were 17. I will be showing as much of the Tumblr as I can to you, but they have asked to remain anonymous other than their Tumblr identity from like 6 years ago or something. So this is also, I am honestly shocked in this process, and I feel like I shouldn't be, but like at just like how popular my friends are on like these very specific niche fandom writing things. Like why didn't you tell me you were famous? Because you were famous for 5 seconds of summer imagines on Tumblr in 2015. Yeah, that's fair. All right, so I don't know anything about 5 seconds of summer. I'm actually going to do some research right now. I know they're Australian. I always confuse them with Big Time Rush. 5 seconds of summer. Wikipedia. Lead vocalist, rhythm guitarist Luke Hemmings. Lead guitarist Michael Clifford. Bassist Callum Hood, who I believe is the favorite of this person. And drummer Ashton Irwin. They were originally YouTube celebrities. Rose to international fame while touring with English-Irish boy band One Direction. We know them. So it's just listing their albums. 5 Seconds of Summer and Green Day have this in common for me, where when I look at them, I'm like, this could be a group of young men, or this could be a group of 50-year-old lesbians. And I honestly, it could go either way. Oh, All Time Low, Mayday Parade, Good Charlotte, Boys Like Girls. I loved Boys Like Girls. My Chemical Romance as their influences. Yeah. Green Day's in there. This is the lesbian representation we need in pop punk today. All right, fantastic. I've gotten my crash course. Now, these don't have titles, but I am going to read to you several of them. So this is a collection of 5 Seconds of Summer imagines. Let's dive in. Hiya! Could you do an imagine with Callum about them all being gangsters or part of the mob? Thanks, Petal XXXXX. And here's the response. Yes! I always needed protecting. Growing up in the mob meant dead bodies were like roadkill and gunfire was like background music. Most kids, growing up, are told that if you ever have a problem, a police officer can help. All cops are bad. All cops are bastards. I was told that if a police officer comes around, you shut your mouth and pretend you don't speak English. At least once a month, I always got swept off to some foreign country while my father dealt with the family business. As I became older, I found out that the family business was being a mob boss. And I usually had to leave the country because some other mob wanted to kidnap me and hold me for ransom. I was my father's only daughter, and he loved me more than anything else on the planet. I love a good dad. The upside of having your father be the mob boss is the substantial amount of mob boys that come in and out of the house. I love a mob boy. I don't know what that means. What is that aesthetic? Well, most of them wouldn't come within 10 feet of me. I could still look. Although there was one brave boy, Callum. He was terrified of my father, but that didn't stop him from climbing up the side of our home to climb through my bedroom window. Callum and I had been together for about a year, and had still managed to keep it a secret from my family. I knew if my father ever found out, he would have Callum shipped off to Barbados within the blink of an eye. Although Callum and the rest of the mob boys had either dropped out of school or had already graduated, my father still made me go. I went to an all-girls Catholic school. I rode my bike home from school and to the pub that my family owned. As soon as I walked in, I saw guns sprawled out on the tables with bullet casings littering the floor. Eyes shot to me as I opened the door. Oh, this is a your name situation. Oh, God. Do I say my name? Do I say your name? I need a name. I'll just use my name. Okay. Callum, my dad snapped as soon as his eyes landed on me. Take Rachel in my car and get out of town. I don't care where you go, just keep her safe. My mom threw Callum the keys to my dad's yellow Hummer. LOL. We quickly hopped in the car and sped away. Callum wrapped his hand around my inner thigh and gave me a squeeze. So, how was your day at school? Oh, shoot, they're Australian. So, how was your day at school? Callum asked calmly. Fine, who's trying to kill me this time? Nicky Bloom. He's with the gang on the east side. The gang on the east side. Side? Sad. I don't know. A mysterious dark car pulled up behind us. There was a sudden popping sound. Gunfire. You gotta be kidding me. We haven't even gotten out of the town yet. I'm so sorry. Callum? Yes, dear? I unbuckled my seatbelt and opened the glove box. Can you just hold on to my skirt? Just the waistband. Callum knitted his eyebrows together, but took a hold of my waistband anyways. I reached into the glove box and pulled out the Glock my dad kept for safety. I leaned my entire top half of my body out the window and aimed for the driver's side. I fired until the magazine was completely empty. I loaded another magazine from the glove box and aimed for one final shot. The car spiraled out of control as we left it in the dust. Sweet Lord, have I ever told you how hot you are? You've mentioned it once or twice. By the way, you should let me drive. No way, you're a terrible driver. You always get distracted. Red and blue lights flashed behind us and the sound of sirens rang in my ears. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Callum stepped on the gas and swerved between traffic. Oh, I get Oh, it's the eyes that I don't... Oh, I get distracted. Distracted. Callum smirked as he drove aggressively down the road. Oh, I get distracted. Callum smirked as he drove aggressively down the road. We were almost out of town. Callum would lose the cops soon enough. I climbed over the center console and straddled Callum's waist. I kissed below his ear and bit the soft spot on her neck. Babe, Babe. Hi, this is How to Cook That. I'm Anne Riordan. Hi, welcome to How to Cook That, and I'm Anne Riordan. Babe, now is not the time. That was not it. Babe, now is not the time. But I thought you don't get distracted as easily as I do. My tongue traced the tattoos along his collarbone. Babe! I put my finger up to his lips while I continued to work on his neck. What are you feeling? Puerto Rico or Cuba? I looked behind us to see that the cop was gone. I knew it wouldn't take long to lose him. Cal was an excellent getaway driver. Paris. I climbed off of Callum's lap and back into my seat. Cal reached over and laced his fingers with mine. Honey, you know I would love to take you there. Then why can't we go? Because your dad doesn't know any shady boat captains are willing to sail us to Paris. We could fly. Your dad would have to get us some fake passports. I stared out the window and dreamt of what Paris would be like. What it would be like to kiss Callum in the Paris lights. Callum kissed the top of my hand. Hey, I'll take you to Paris one day. And it won't be because we're running... He's gone somewhere else. It won't be because we're running away from some crazy mob boss. I promise, baby. Yeah, I'm not mad. Let's do more. Oh, this one's about Michael. He's the especially Green Day looking ass one. All right. Stressed out. Michael. Is this your name? Okay. I typed away on my English essay that was due the next day. I had been working on it all day and I felt like gouging my eyes out. My head throbbed and my eyes felt completely dry. I so badly wanted to shut the laptop and go take a shower. I heard Michael walk into our bedroom, but I didn't say a thing. My professor would kill me if I didn't do well on this essay. He sat down on the bed, but I continued to furiously type. Words flew out of my fingers as I tried to reach the required word count. Michael's arms found their way around my waist and kiss lips. The noun, kiss lips. And kiss lips attached to my neck. He hummed lightly as he covered every inch of my neck with kisses. Not now, Michael, I said. I've got to finish this paper. Come on, babe, he grumbled. Take a break. Let's cuddle for a little bit. No, Michael. I felt bad, but I needed to finish the essay. Michael detached his lips, his kiss lips, from my neck. Michael detached his kiss lips from my neck and his arms from around my waist. I thought he might go into the other room and watch some cartoons for a bit. I felt Michael's hands on my shoulder blades. He massaged the tensed muscles in my back. He attempted to undo the permanent knots that lived in my spine. His touch made me melt. I closed my eyes for just a second to fully experience the release of tension. I snapped back to attention when I realized that I still hadn't finished my essay. Michael, I've got to finish this essay. So finish it. I'm not stopping you. He put his hands up in defense. He knew I had problems focusing and was easily distracted. That's a theme. The narrator seems to be easily distracted in these stories. I wonder if that has something to do with the author being easily distracted. Who knows? Who knows? I turned back to the screen where the words had started to become fuzzy. Michael angled my body so that I was between his legs and leaning against his chest. I tried not to notice as I continued to type. His hot breath against my neck made me think about how much I wanted to shut my eyes and cuddle up next to Michael and put my fingers through the holes of his sweater. But then, Michael betrayed me in the worst way possible. He pulled out the big guns. He did the one thing that he knew would make me completely forget about this stupid essay and crawl under the covers with him. He played with my hair. God. After about 30 seconds, Michael reached over and closed my laptop. I didn't even put up a fight. He placed it on the nightstand and kissed my forehead. You're evil. It's for your own good. Michael helped me take out my earrings and my socks. He draped the comforter over me and pulled me close to his chest. I love you, my little study bug. He quickly kissed my nose before I fell into a deep sleep. Aw, that's another heartwarming. These all kind of are like just sweet. When the author was telling me about these, their words were, I just wanted a boy to be nice to me. And if that's not the real reason we write fan fiction, like the real fantasy for a teenage girl is like, or at least it was for me in 2015, was like, God, I just want a boy to be nice to me. Like, that's so sad. The bar is on the ground, gentlemen. Get it together. Be more like Aladdin. To another Michael. This is called Confidence. Confidence. Michael. Oh, I'm into this. I laced up my thigh-high boots and put the finishing touches on my eyeliner. I took a final look in the mirror. Oh, it was too much. I knew that as soon as Michael and I walked out the door, I would get blasted on Twitter for how I looked. They would say my boobs were too big or that I wore too much makeup. I heard a soft knock on my bedroom door. Babe, Michael said softly. Michael is spelled 3 different ways so far in this story, and I love that. Can I come in? I opened the door and went back to the mirror to pick myself apart. I tried to pat down my hair to make it look more calm. I tried to curl it, but it just turned into an angry beast of locks. I'll be ready in a minute. I just gotta change. Michelle grabbed my elbow. I looked up at him to see his eyes looked like they would pop out of his head. His mouth was on the floor and he was basically drooling. If you change, we're breaking up. I don't know what... I give up. They're fucking Southern now. If you change, we're breaking up. I laughed, but Michael's eyes would not break away from me. I'm not joking. You look freaking hot. I sat down on my bed and started to unlace my boots. What? Babe, I would absolutely love to, but we really gotta go. Shut up, Michael. I'm not leaving like this. Why? Michael sat next to me and placed his hand on my inner thigh. Lots of thigh talk on this Tumblr. He knew that was my weakness. Okay, boys, take note. Girls want you to play with their hair for 30 seconds and touch their thighs. And hold them by the waistband of their skirt while they shoot out a cop car. It's that simple. The bar is on the ground! I felt the hairs on the back of my neck stand up. It's too much. I'm gonna go out there and the tabloids are gonna eat me alive. I can see it now. Michael Clifford pays stripper to be his girlfriend. I'd rather just change and avoid that whole drama. I grabbed some wet wipes to wipe off my red lipstick. Michael grabbed my wrist before the wet wipe came within a foot of my face. Stop. You look freaking hot. I don't care what anyone has to say. You wear your leather high-heeled boots and dye your hair black. You wing that eyeliner and paint your lips. You do whatever the heck you want, because you are absolutely perfect. In fact, Michael stood up and went over to the closet. He pulled out his favorite leather jacket that he always wore. He draped it over my shoulders and squished my cheeks with his hands. Who's your baby? This is your superpower now. Whenever you wear this jacket, you'll have a little piece of me and no one can hurt you when I'm around. I put my arms through the sleeves. I felt the stud along the shoulder. You look so hot. Are you sure we have to go to this interview? I pushed Michael's chest while he laughed, that adorable little kitten laugh I loved so much. I stood up to look in the mirror. I didn't want to seem too big-headed, but I did look hot. I flipped on my black aviators and strutted towards Michael. I leaned down to Michael's ear and I let my lips lightly brush against his neck. Let's get going, big boy. Michael's breath hitched in his throat. Have I ever told you how hot you are when confident? I stood up straight and gave him a small wink. Michael always knew how to make me feel comfortable with myself. No, that's so nice. Oh my god. Oh my god. Like, the entire moral of this story is just like, be who you are and wear what you want, and the right person won't care. And what really makes you beautiful is when you feel loved and confident to go outside. This is beautiful. I'm actually gonna cry a little bit. That's fine. It's fine. I'm not crying at 5 seconds of summer fanfiction on Tumblr. My phone is about to die, so I have to go plug it in. I might return to the 5 seconds of summer Tumblr extravaganza we have here at Callum Hood is Beyonce. But otherwise, if not, I'll link it below and go request some imagines from them because I'm hoping that they go back on the Tumblr after this. Thank you for watching. Have a sleep now. It's like midnight.